Welcome. Before we dive right in, a little relationship advice. If you're in a relationship or and about to enter a relationship, there's something you should know. If your partner has any kind of situation going on like this, run. My name is Adobe. Welcome back to my channel, Loveviakada, and this is another episode of last episode. We talked about this lady called Life, which was a lot. I had my issues with the movie, and also we mirrored some issues that have plagued our society. So it's kind of an interesting one, and it's on Netflix too, so you can check it out on my film notes playlist. On today's episode, we'll be talking about another Netflix Nollywood movie called I have my own issues with this movie. Again, I have my own issues. The movie is interesting at first glance. It's quite entertaining, your cheesy rom-com, central, and whatnot happening in the movie. So it's actually an entertaining watch at first glance or at a passing glance. But the thing is, when you begin to watch it, really watch it, you begin to see the cheesiness, the cringiness, and a whole lot happening in the movie. Not because of the plots of the movie. Not the movie is, as cliche and as cheesy and as whatnot you can call a rom-com movie, but something about the delivery of the lines by the actors. Don't get me wrong. I'm not allowed to bother. At least I could tell that something wasn't clicking. Maybe it was the script or the dialogue. Something about it wasn't just clicking. It was an attempt to be witty, humorous, if you must say. That's it. It wasn't. So, let's get right to the plot of the movie. That's why we're here. The movie starts out with a montage of the main character, Kambili. And what you should know is that Kambili is a slob. She's a spendthrift. She's an impulse buyer. She's disorganized. She's in other words, in summary, what he said is a lot to deal with. Character is not such a likable character. I do like her. So she's the main character. Oh, we're supposed to like her. But let's get into the story, shall we? So after the montage and the rest of it, and then from the montage you can see that she's always running late to work every single time, and she's an impulse buyer, of course. So on a very good day, after one of her impulse buying, she came late to work and she was fired from her job. Yeah, she was not really fired. No, she wasn't fired. I think she was suspended for like 6 weeks. Off duty, no pay. She not having a job metasized into something else because right after that, her boyfriend broke up with her. And the reason for the boyfriend breaking up with her was she wasn't wife material. Because of this grievance she had, she called her best friend called Chibi. His name is Chibi, right? Something about Chibi doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. Maybe he's acting. This is like my first movie of him. I've never seen it. I know his face is popular, but I haven't seen any other movie apart from this movie. So maybe I've seen, but this is like my first movie I've seen of him, and it wasn't really something about it. But so she invited her friend over after her boyfriend broke up with her, and she's heartbroken. She's pouring out her grievances to her best friend Chibi, and that was when she made up her mind that she was going to prove to John, which is her ex-boyfriend or boyfriend that she demands. She's going to prove to him that she's, of course, wife material, that she's driven, that she's responsible, that she's focused, and some other things he mentioned there. A lot. So this goes out for them to make a list, to do list for her to be able to be be able to prove to her boyfriend that she was wife material, that she was different shades and different yards of wife material. Now that scene was kind of awkward for me because they did, if they had made it in such a way that they added funny sound effect, maybe it would have made more sense with the way he was trying to, nod off while she was talking about her heartbrokenness and what was going on in her life because of her boyfriend. But it was just so blank, and long pauses in between dialogues were just, it was just a bit somehow for me, I don't know. So right after that, after she made this list of things, there in her room looking all shaggy and snobby, and what other adjectives I could use to describe her apartment, there a business idea clicked, and she realized that she wanted to own an art gallery. She wanted to be an art curator. So this was the moment. It's just a journey on how she could become a wife material to earn back her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, to be specific. So that's where she has to go meet her other friends. So we're introduced to her other friends. Apart from Chidi, we have Biodun and Jessie. Now Biodun and Jessie are in a relationship. Probably we're meant to know that Jessie has engaged Biodun. So they're in a relationship, quite right. So they are a group of friends: Chidi, Biodun, Kambili, and Jessie. 4 friends. Always the truth. Don't get me wrong, I already knew the ending of this film before it even started because, of course. Well, we're getting there, right? So, and that's where they figured out that, okay, so you want to be an art curator, you want to be a this. And her friend was not like, okay, why are you really doing this? She just decided to own a business idea, Why? And this is all she has to say.
Well, it's to make John jealous, to prove him wrong.
Okay, I mean, for a man, you're not self-driven, you're not focused because you want to do it for you, but you're doing it because of a man, because you want to win him back. Someone that doesn't even treat you right. Kambili was a mess, but not to worry. Yeah, this is a rom-com, so we're going to pardon it. It's a storyline, right? So after she decided, her friend was like, why bother trying to get in touch with John? John is a forgotten thing. What you need is new meat. What you need is new blood. In other words, familiar words, new men, new dates, new days. So, and that's where she embarked on some series of awkward dates that, trust me, it was as awkward as it could be, and it was cringy, and it was yeah, just like that. You could imagine what was going on at that point. Why was the guy acting that way? Is it part of the directing, or the guy was just awkward? Maybe the guy was just awkward because at least the second guy she went on a date was, when she went on a date with, was a bit, because something about him trying to be up for grabs. Okay, that I'm being over dramatic now, but hello. She decided that, okay, that she was going to start her business idea again. They talked about her business idea. They told her that she was broke, which of course she is broke. She's broke. Why is that guy shouting? Oh, I forgot. Oh, there's another character in the movie that I quite. Her character was justified. Whatever she did, it was justified. So now, Chidi. No, this is not that's not the story. Chidi is the bestie, or the best friend of Canva. As if they're not in a group of friends. Why do you have to make it like, the bestie trope, blah blah blah. Trust me, I have a personal vendetta with the besties. It gets to my veins, my blood. I don't know why, maybe I'm projecting, but it gets to my veins and my blood. Because I don't understand. If I'm in a relationship with you, I am going to be your bestie. I will be your best friend. I will be with you. You will be with me. All these other side hustle we are doing, it doesn't work out for me. I mean, I have platonic friends with guys, but not to the extent of. So of course, before her mother came, before her birthday, she went to Chidi's house for cocktails because of course Chidi's always her agony auntie. According to Linda, my baby girl. Actually, her agony auntie, you always coming to me for advice and what. You know, of course, they're good friends. Don't get me wrong, but it's just that. And they're sharing cocktails and the night. Boundaries, no. So Linda, of course, is the girlfriend of Chidi, and they came back from a trip. I realized that there were two cocktails on the table. And something about this scene didn't quite sit right with me. I mean, with the way Kambili left in order to avoid Linda, because of course it seems Linda is not in good relationship with any of Chidi's friends, which is Biodu, JC, and the rest of them. So of course they had their grievances and they, of course. So she didn't want to have any sort of confrontation with Linda. So leaving, I'm now wondering, with the way she banged the door, how come she didn't hear? Or Abby, the door is soundproof. Abby, the door is make noise. But never mind. Yeah. So of course she was not like, why will she come to your house to take coffee? I mean, of course, it may be about protectiveness and the rest of it. Like, left for me, I want to comfort you like that. But if I see the signs, I'm gonna run. I will leave you people to continue on your bestiness because I don't have strength for any emotional turmoil in my life, and so do you. So Belinda, of course, he told her that she's just his best friend. She's just my best friend. I mean, how many best friends have we seen that doesn't end up with? How many? Yes, none. But after he placated her, assuring her that she's the one, she's the one and only, that Linda is Kambili is just his best friend, yada yada yada. So we go back to the next scene. Of course, her mother comes over, that's Kambili. Her mother comes over, to wish her birthday, and the mother, of course, was appalled by the state of her daughter's apartment. And when you talk complain about how John broke up with her, how she was suspended from her job. I mean, the mother told her hot as it be hot. How can you think that you could keep a man? No, not trained, but at least even if I can't even stay with a man like that. You peak. I mean, you don't even try. Clean yourself. I mean, hygiene is part of our livelihood. Even if I'm not an organized person, but at least. So then friends came over, time for birthday, said they're going to go out. On getting to the venue for the birthday celebration, guess who she meets there? Her ex-boyfriend with another girl. Though they have been introduced before, that was one of the dates they introduced before, so of course it was a good thing for his current girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend. But yeah, because of that, her mood changed. She was all, I don't like this, I don't like that. Another point again. When Chidi and Linda came in, she started asking, where are you? So they're like, their boyfriend, girlfriend, they can come anytime. We introduce them. Yeah, of course they'll be doing some things, boyfriend, girlfriend. Why are you angry? Why? So I don't really understand. And when she talked about how she needs to get John back, how they're not helping to help her get John back, and later that you reek of desperation. Of course, girl, she reeks of desperation. I mean, move on. The guy has moved on already, and you're just killing yourself over a guy. Okay, after the party, getting home, of course, because she's off duty, she's an impulse buyer, she has no savings, nothing. Her landlord sent her out. Yeah, you have not paid money. So she decided to go to her mama's house and say, her mama is a bit human, so it gets to that point. So only for her to get to her mother's house while making pancakes and the rest of it, she felt that her mom was engaged to a younger dude. It was like, I have a tiny little crush on what that aside. So and then she was heartbroken because her mom never told her that she was dating anyone serious that suddenly led to marriage or led to her being engaged. So because of that, she quarreled with her mom, left the house, and guess who she went to? Chibi, our bestie. The bestie being all worried that they tried calling her yesterday night, and they feel that the landlord locked her out and the rest of it. So that's when she said that she wanted, since she doesn't have a house and she's having problems with her mom, she begged Chibi to stay inside the house, that she's going to be here, she's going to be there, this, that. That's the way you get girlfriend. Raw plans. So you cannot go stay with your mom in the same house. Even though you're friends with her, you stay your mom, stay here, and become the besties, please. Trust me, I'm projecting here. It's here. It's a movie. Allow me. I'm allowed to have my opinions, right? So after that, Chidna said, okay, he even told her that Linda will not like the idea. Linda will not like the idea of you staying in his house. She just said, don't worry, next few days she will eat this. After that, she started complaining about how, she needed to really make something. And the guy was like, you've been planning. What you start to do now? And that's when we realized that even if she was broke, her mama gave her a blank check. Do you know how many business ideas that I have? Do you know how many things I want to buy? Just want to give me a blank check. My mama gave me a blank check. People are privileged in this life. People are privileged in this life. I don't know how they do it. They are so privileged. So you can tell me that she has a business plan drawn out under 6 weeks. And she could start that business idea. All she needs is a car. So of course, be proud and all. She said that she's going to make it her own way. So Biodu, they figured out a venue for the gallery. It was beautiful, but she didn't have money. So Biodu came up with a very nice idea. They're going to sell all those tattoos she liked buying, all those expensive things she liked buying every day. They saw that it wasn't enough. It was friends, this, that. In between her staying with Chidi, of course, feelings grew. Staring started. Person may get girlfriend. You dey stay on that person. And you tell me that they are just best friends. I beg you, best friend. What? Best friend me. So after that, with the way the things were going, of course, we should know now. Bestie, don't they turn to lover. Just as Linda predicted. So Linda came back and discovered that Bestie is staying with her boyfriend in the same house. They did not even tell her. I mean, I get it. You're best friends, but there should be some kind of boundaries. Like boundaries. People need to understand. If I'm very close to a guy and I realize that maybe I would give you your space. See, in fact, I don't really have a male bestie or anything. I just have friends, and it's very different bonding together. But people take these male friends or female friends to another level. Not only is she staying in the house, she also wears his shirts. But they are best friends, right? So you don't understand the platonic relationship of best friends. Now, of course, I could understand Linda's anger. You didn't even tell the baby that your best friend is staying with you in the same house. Not only that, she's sharing shirts with you. And we can see that you're already falling for her. Though it's not made clear, but it's obvious. And because of that, she was screaming that she needs to leave. She needs to tell her to leave this. And of course, with the way her voice was loud and clear, Kambili had it and said that she's sorry for crossing the bound. Of course, you should be sorry. You should be sorry. You should know your place. At least if you are, last, the house where she didn't want to go. She went there. She went to stay with her mom. While she was there and trying to draw a business plan, we were meant to know that what's the name? Bankole, which is the fiance of her mom, actually knows this business stuff. Her business plan not being smart.
Smart means specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-based.
So of course, because of the way his intelligent way of talking to her and helping her draw the business plan, helping her find a target audience, God, which someone can just guide me through that free of charge. yeah, she began to have some kind of rapport with him. The mother came and she reconciled with her mom, and that was when she dropped the bomb that she had on her side here. And just like that, business don't land. I be have gone collected artwork from different artists, and she already has a art gallery opened under 6 weeks. And some of us have toiled for years. Some of us are still toiling. Some of us are still struggling. All that 6 weeks my girl has done just again, told everything and cutting money from mama. Rich. Oh. But no, the overly dramatic, So after that, the girl she invited her ex-boyfriend. This girl never learns. And of course, the whole idea of starting this art gallery, of proving herself, is for John. So when John came, trying to, and the guy was just so rude and arrogant. And she didn't even see any of this. Like, seriously, girl, how blind can you be? How blind can you be? And of course, the friends never liked him. He's so rude. He doesn't even get their names right. And when he's being corrected, he sounds like this. That was a lot. So somehow, they got back together, and the girl was just pressuring the guy to get engaged to her because for some reason she wanted to get married before the age of 30. I want to get married before the age of 21, and guess what? That didn't happen too. One awkward night when she proposed to herself, because it was so awkward. The guy was not even proposing. He was talking about them trying to get to know each other, and the girl was like, for 2 years they've been together. I understand, but girl, read the room, read his lips, read his words, read his facial expressions and impressions and whatever. My girl was not her eyes was on the prize, was on the ring, his mother's ring. So it was a lot, and because of the pressure and everything, my dad just had to give her the ring. He didn't even propose to her. He just gave her the ring. Oh yeah, take it. Now you have the ring. And she was so happy and excited. She was sharing the news to her mom. Mom was like, okay, I'm so happy for you. Called her friends, and her friends were like. Now the problem with that situation was that I know that she abandoned them to go be with this. They didn't really give us an in-depth look of what Biodu said, because she said that whenever things are okay between her and John, she leaves them, she abandons them. But whenever things are bad or going wrong, she comes back to them and tries to meet them. And Biodu kind of brought out when she had a problem with Jesse, that Kambili didn't even know that Jesse was not staying in the house. They had issues, this, that. How would the girl know that you and Jesse had issues? Sure. Nobody could tell him. And the whole break up of the relationship, or the quarrel they had, didn't make any sense, because I didn't see these other 6 weeks. Like, except you're talking about she going back to John, which of course you all know that she was going to go back to John when she have achieved her dreams. I don't understand the problem here, but who knows? Because Kambili can be quite selfish. In as much as the issue was between Biodu and Kambili, somehow the whole of the friends decided not to talk to her. She decided to talk to the whole friends, because for some reason they were very happy with her engagement with. So at work, her business was going well. She was also always sneaking out to go attend to her gallery work, and the rest of it, though she wasn't talking to Chidi, besties have quarreled, blah blah. So, and that's what happened, and then finally during the scene, she realized that this guy is not really good for her, because for some reason she was eating hamburger, and the guy was complaining that she has been eating a lot of snacks and fatty food of late, and he doesn't want her to be fat on their wedding day. Isn't that supposed to be the lady's line? Aren't we supposed to try to lose the weight before the wedding? In fact, it was just a whole lot of passive aggression and aggression, active aggression going on in that car, and she was just fed up. I mean, she was always trying to meet up to his standard, and the guy wasn't even trying, and he had the guts to say this. So of course, my babe was over it. The cup was filled up. She was leaving the goddamn guy. So she left the guy, gave him back his ring, and voila, she came back to her friends. She came to apologize to Chidi and Biodo and Jesse. She didn't even go to go and apologize to Biodo. She came to apologize to Chidi, and then Biodo was in the house. So that's how they all reconciled. So that's where they discovered that, oh, Linda and Chidi has broken up, which was obvious. And then she told them that she broke up with John, and that was when we know that, okay, now it's time for Chidi to make his move. And of course, he made his move in her art gallery after they finished spending the night, not really spending the night sleeping with each other, just spending the night celebrating their reconciliation and breaking up, and Yoda and Jesse running off because of the heater was on. Heater was on, doesn't mean the window for sex, but that's just so. And that's where we realize he poured out his feelings for her at the art gallery, which was very awkward, cringy. I don't even know how to explain that moment. Like, why was he squeezing his face? Like, I just want to tell you that. In fact, just take a look at this. Is this how you pour out your feelings to a girl you know? Please tell me in the comment section below if this is how you guys do it. I really want to know this one. I mean, it was just so awkward. It wasn't, I don't know, the emotional scene was being forced, and then the ending, like, trust me, I watched it more than 5 times or 6 times, and I couldn't watch through the ending of this movie because it was an attempt to be that was cringy. So yeah, that's how the movie ended. Yeah, she got together with Chidi, her bestie. Yeah, so the movie is cheesy plotline, check. Cringy, oh, check. Delivery is kind of awkward, but about the role, it's a 5 out of 10 for me. The movie tried its best, in terms of the shots and cinematography, trying to bring out that rom-com trope acting kind of way, but it was a very poor attempt in achieving that, cheesy rom-com we're always used to, the romantic comedy, and it was just poorly written, if you to say, poorly written. Some of the actors weren't really delivering their lines with, I don't know, maybe because of the lines, or I don't know what went wrong with that movie, but something about it. So yeah, but the movie is an entertaining watch. I mean, at first glance, I actually quite enjoyed the movie. At first glance, I mean, not really looking into the movie, but at first glance, kind of, oh yeah. But when you begin to get to know the movie, you just find that this was lacking in so many ways. But on Netflix, if you want to watch it on Netflix. And if you did enjoy this video, like this video. I mean, what's there not to like? And if you like joining the Viakada family, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notified each time I post a video, which is every Monday or whenever I like. So yeah, you could watch this next video, the video I talked about. You could watch it here. Let's let it come live. Oh, here. Now here. Watch the video here. Yeah, you could watch it. Very, very interesting. And there are so many other film notes I've done on several other films. Quite interesting. You should check it out. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.